That is Brant, the builder. He's got his trailer, and that can only mean one thing today. Come on out, boys. Y'all come on. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all doing okay? Y'all, this is no lie. I just came out here to start the day off, feeding everything, letting the boys out, fixing to get the day started. And y'all not gonna believe who's just pulling up. Oh, today's gonna be a good day. That is Brant, the builder. He's got his trailer, and that can only mean one thing today. Good morning, Jess, Peach, Mildred. What's up, Mo? Fist bump. Thanks, buddy. What's going on, Pears, Capri, Tip, Bo, Fifi, Bootsy, the whole clan. Mildred, you see who's pulling up? You see that? Huh? You see who's pulling up? That's right, the cattle castle. I just don't like the sound of that, the cattle castle. Maybe like the cow resort. The, we gotta come up with a name for that. But the Bovine Buena Vista. That don't sound good either. We'll figure something out. But the cow house is fixing to begin. Whew. All right, enough of that. Enough of me getting excited. I know y'all not worried about it right now. Y'all just want some food, and we're gonna get you fed. And then, hopefully, we'll see how far they get with the new cattle, Shangri-La. Does that sound good? Don't sound good either, does it? We'll figure it out. All right, so we're gonna get these guys fed. Jesse's headed to her location. Come on, y'all. Y'all look, Jesse's already. Look, she's already headed over here. Already. Jesse, you a smart cookie. I ain't gonna lie, girl. I'm gonna come in there and close your gate. All right, big girl. Mama is homeschooling this morning, and so she asked me would I take care of Jesse, and I said absolutely. So we're gonna get Jesse taken care of this morning. This morning is the first morning since the whole Arms clan came that hasn't rained. Now, I don't know what kind of hex they brought us, and I'm not complaining at all because we actually needed the rain. But man, has it rained. I'm gonna tell y'all, the next time we have a little drought or something like that, I'm inviting the whole Arms family back to the farm because, man, did they bring some rain over here. They brought a lot of stickers too. I don't know if y'all noticed that lately, but they brought some rain too. But we ain't complaining, are we, Peachy? Because the grass looks wonderful. The pastures look good. Everything's greening up. We needed it bad. We needed it bad. But I think we're gonna have a good day today, Peach. See, I don't know if some of you guys may not know or may not remember, but we are actually building the bovine of the farm their own extra separate shelter. It'll be three-sided. I talked about it in a video a few videos ago. It'll have a big, I call it a front porch, but it'll have a big front covered area on it so they can get out of the sun, they can get out of the weather. We can even put some round bale of hay in there. A lot of options we can do there. So that's what we're doing for those guys, because the cows are just so big that we just don't think the barn would be a great spot for their day-to-day use. So that's why we're putting this out in their actual pasture area that they can have access to all the time. And it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really, really nice. All right, Jesse, enjoy your breakfast. I got more things I gotta do. And then we gotta go. Oh, that hole snuck up on me. Good morning, Sheriff. How you doing, buddy? You doing all right this morning? High five? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all see the 4 little goslings are still here, keeping Nugget some company. I know you saw Brant pull up. You are the sheriff, I know. nothing gets by you. I don't know if any of y'all noticed how quiet Mildred is. So that little thing only lasted one day, and she's quiet. She is quiet, and we're all thankful that she's quiet. We're not all walking around here with our AirPods in and earphones on. Are we, Moo Man? Hey, Moo. I know you saw it, but yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong today, brother. You think Brandon mind if I carry you over there and let you look at it and make sure everything's going right with it? Good morning, Mac and Cheese. How you guys doing this morning? I see the new ones. They were just let out. They're out and about, which is great. See, y'all are enjoying the outside. There's a Buff Orpington, which we love. They're over there hanging out at the feeder, some are under the shade. It's a lot larger area on the other side. I see the Dominique right there. I see Cheese is telling me what's going on this morning. Everything okay, Cheezo? I believe everything's okay. Let's check y'all's feeder. Let's see here, guys. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more. Good morning, new ones. We don't have names for y'all yet, but we will. At some point, I may let Cheese help me name them. Cheese, I might need your help. Can you help me name the new bunch in here? Just be thinking about it, start jotting notes down and see what you think. Look how friendly these guys are. Now, these are the new juveniles. They just followed me all the way over here. Look at this. And then Emma Jean, which of course y'all know she's extremely friendly. Well, look at this, y'all. Ain't this something? A little quick update on the silkies. We're all doing fabulous in here. Able to let the wind blow in our hair. Because they got it. They got it. But they're doing great. Everybody's doing great. Alright, so that was a silky update. So I got another little update for you guys. I actually had shot some video. I was going to make a video out of it. And this was right before we went on vacation. And evidently, I've deleted it. So I can't find it. Just to give you guys a quick update on a rooster that was a fan favorite. Don't get me wrong, we all loved him to death, and that is Tiny Tim. But Tiny Tim has since, right before we went on vacation, he got rehomed to a loving family that is, they're Serama lovers. That's what they are. They deal with Seramas, and that's the breed Tiny Tim was. But the reason that we had to rehome Tiny Tim is that over the last several months, he just got extremely aggressive. Just so bad. That's why you didn't see him anymore. He was really bad. So much so that he even had attacked the other Seramas in the coop. He just got aggressive. If any of y'all have ever owned roosters before, owned chickens, owned roosters before, you know it happens. Just some roosters are just mean. They are just mean. They're maybe sweet at first, but as they mature, their hormones kick in and something happens. They may have a little bit more testosterone than other roosters. I don't know what it is, but they turn mean, and it's it. You cannot get it out of them. You can try carrying them around, you can try loving on them, you can try babying them, but once a rooster turns mean, it's just been our experience that there's nothing else that you can really do. And he was extremely mean. Possibly one of the meanest, nastiest little roosters we have ever had. He would attack you in a second. That's the reason why we didn't really show him that much anymore, because it was not the Tiny Tim you guys fell in love with early on when he was a young rooster. He was not at all. For Tiny Tim's safety and for his best interest, and for him to live out his best life, we thought it was best to rehome him to a Serama breeder that we know and trust. And it was just best all the way around for his safety. We even thought about possibly letting him out and just letting him just have free range, but he still would have came after us. He still would have went after other hens, other chickens, and he would have went after other roosters, and our bigger roosters would have done him in. They would have. So for his safety, it was just in his best interest to let him go to a home that is perfect for him, and that's what we did. Trust me, we loved him to death. And that's why we did what we did, because we didn't want him to get hurt or anything else. And the family doesn't want to be on camera, but they did tell me that they would send us some videos of Tiny Tim so we can keep you guys updated, you know, off and on about how he's doing and what he looks like and all that kind of good stuff. Have you ever just overlooked something that's staring you right in the face, but either you're not used to having the right tool or the right something to do what you wanted to do with, and you just totally forgot because you're just not used to having it? Or sometimes you're just too blinded to see it? Well, that's been me for about a week or so now. So I've been telling you guys we need to harvest our onions. Our onions are ready, but it's all this rain. And the way I like to harvest my onions is I like to pull them up, set them out on the ground where I harvest them at, just right here in this row, and let the sun stay on them for a day or two. And then I'm going to tie them up and hang them in the barn. That's how I normally do my onions, okay? But if we had all this rain and you don't want it to rain on them after you harvest them, I could have done harvest the onions, and just sat them in the greenhouse. Why didn't I think of that before? I told Brooke last week, or late last week, I said, I could have done harvest these onions. All I had to do was put them in the greenhouse. All I had to do was put them in the greenhouse. Then I saw a couple of comments from you guys that said the same thing, but it just went right over my head. I'm not used to having that size of a greenhouse. You know, I've been doing things the way I've always done it, and then I had the perfect tool right there in front of me, staring me right in my face, and I didn't do it. Live and learn, which I'm going to do. From now on, I know I can always put my onions in the greenhouse. I mean, it's just crazy. It went right over my head, y'all, completely over my head. But guess what? No rain in the forecast today, so I'm going to harvest the onions, and I'm actually just going to put them in the greenhouse in case it does rain, because it is warm weather here in Alabama, and a pop-up shower could happen at any point in time. But I can't be more excited about getting these onions up, though. We got some monsters. Man, look at this red one. That's a big one. And how you can tell your onions are ready is that the tops start dying down and they start folding over. Now, every one of these is not going to be like that. Some of them are still going to be standing up, but you need to harvest them all at the same time. It's completely fine. And also, you know, I've started on the summer garden over there that I've kind of neglected. This is my fall garden. This is what's left of it, is garlic, onions. We got potatoes growing over here behind me that I've kind of neglected the weeding on this side. I have. So, you know, it is what it is. Now, once you get your onions harvested and let them dry out for a couple of days, you're going to hang them up somewhere where it's got really good airflow and in some sort of shade. And then we're going to let them sit there for several weeks and cure. And what I mean by cure is it's going to form that papery shell around it, and they'll get a little bit milder. Or at least that's been my experience with them. You could eat them now. You really could. It just doesn't have that protective shell, which makes them keep for a while. And in my opinion, they tend to seem to be a little bit stouter. Whew, man, look at this one. I mean, that's a big red onion right there. I ain't gonna lie. Look at this beautiful yellow sweet onion. I believe this is the cougar. Look at that thing, it's massive, ain't it? And my garlic's the same way. We're gonna let these guys die down before we harvest them, which won't be too much longer. And the garlic I'm growing is the elephant garlic, which technically isn't a garlic. It's actually a leek. But we have a hard time growing garlic in our area. Real garlic, because sometimes it really doesn't get cold enough. And so we can grow elephant garlic, which is a leek that tastes like garlic, looks like garlic, smells like garlic, but it's actually not a garlic. But that being said, that's Brooke's favorite saying. Here recently, I say the last couple of years, Tracy at Just Dig It Farms being one, there seems to be some varieties out there nowadays. Real garlic, real soft neck and hard neck garlic that we are able to grow. So I may start experimenting with that next fall. But God, these onions are massive. Ooh, I can't wait. The main mistake people make with onions is that they're growing the wrong variety of onion. And what I mean by that is there's short day onions, there's long day onions, and there's a midday onion variety. Here in the South, when fall and winter comes, we have short days. So therefore, I need to grow a short day onion. If I grow a long day onion or a midday onion, the chances of my onion crop being successful are diminished a good bit. So always check the variety and figure out what zone you live in. And all you have to do is Google the zones for onions, and it'll show you the line and where you live and what variety of onion do you need, long, medium, or short. That is probably the #1 reason people fail with growing onions. All right, I got them all up. Let's put them in a basket and put them in the greenhouse. All right, y'all. We're gonna leave them in here for a couple of days, and then we're gonna tie them up and hang them in the barn to cure. And then from that point on, we will be enjoying onions all year because they keep so well. As long as you keep them in the shade and out of the sun and let them have some air, they will keep for a long time. So that's what makes growing your onions so awesome, is that we won't have to buy onions for a year pretty much, because that's a lot of onions. I should have counted them. Oh, me, so I come in here to hang out with this bunch, and I got Miss Jessie right here. I got Mo right there, and I got Mildred right here. It's like the Three Stooges right here now. Yeah, like the Three Stooges. Come on, Mildred. What you think, Jessie? You done settled in nicely now, ain't you, girl? Yeah. You and Mildred buddies now. I saw you out there laying beside each other almost. Yeah. I did, Mildred. I saw y'all. Don't act like you didn't. I saw y'all. Are you trying to untie my shoe? Let's don't do that. Did Brooke teach you that, or Nugget? Mo's big old ear just hit the camera. What's up, Mo, man? What's up, buddy? Oh, goodness. And here comes Tip. We're going to have 4 Stooges here in just a second. Tip, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing, Tip? How you doing, sir? Oh, goodness. You see him over there working on... right, Moo Man, we getting you fixed up, buddy. Not only are we gonna get you fixed up with these flies, I've been about rubbing him down every day, but we're getting you fixed up with your new house down yonder. Have you been watching them? Huh? It's gonna look good. You know what? It's gonna look good. It's gonna be in the shade. It's gonna have 3 sides on it, so you can get out of the cold too. I hope you invite all of us over for a housewarming party. That's what I'm hoping. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring the music. Okay? We'll get us a DJ. Some, how about some of those inflatables? Like a bouncy house or something. You gonna dance? If I get the DJ and the music, you gonna dance? Mildred can dance good. You seen her skipping? Mildred's hay dance is something else. I mean, it is something else, brother. All right, I don't know how far they're gonna get with your house today. But hey, you ain't got no flies on you. That's the good thing, ain't it? So we got the trailer loaded up, ready to go get some hay. You guys know it's been raining so much since the Orange family came here. Funny thing is, so I just loaded up the trailer. Go look right there. Y'all see Mildred? All right, so she knows exactly what's going on. She's mooing. She knows we're gonna get hay. She knows it's hay day. She's already excited. And y'all, it just shows you, these animals are smarter than you think. They really are. They know what's going on more than we realize. And she knows we're going to get hay. Got it locked down and we are ready to roll. We're gonna have some happy animals when I get home. All right, so I just pulled up and look. We're fixing to get it, Mildred. Well, she sees it. Well, she spots that new hay right off the bat. What you guys think, huh? What you think, Tipper? Hey, Jessie, what you think, girl? All right, so Jessie is a little standoffish, and it is a lot of animals over here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull some hay off here and put them 2 little small hay feeders up front. Kind of spread everybody out, make her feel a little bit more comfortable eating hay. Besides standing back here with Mildred, Pears, Capri, Fifi, Tip. Make her a little more comfortable. And y'all look, see Jessie's already eating over there now. I thought she'd come eat one of these little feeders, but what happened is all the goats have gone to the little feeders. Pears, Mildred, and Jessie decided to hang out here at the big one. But that is okay, as long as everybody's happy and is getting some fresh hay. What's going on, Scott? You seen Ozella? No, we ain't seen her either. We've been looking, but we ain't seen her. As a matter of fact, Miss Lewis is now MIA. Only peahen we see walking around is the one we hadn't named yet, the youngest girl, who's not ready to be bred and lay eggs. So that leads us to believe that Miss Lewis and Ozella are both making a nest, sitting on a nest. I just got a feeling that one day we're gonna walk out here, we're gonna see little baby peach cheeks running around. All right, so we got that crew taken care of with hay. Let's go check the Moody and the boys pasture. I think they got enough to last them a few more days before we put another round bale in there. Yeah, I'm over here on this backside and they got all this beautiful grass to eat still. And they got a little bit of hay left. I'm gonna wait a couple more days and we'll put them some hay in there and they'll be good. And I want them to graze out here too. So the boys are good. Holly, you want to go see? It looks like Brent and them are gone for the day. You want to go see what they did? I do. I am curious to know how far they got. Yeah, let's go look. Come on. Oh, yes. Here we go. What you think, Holly? No doubt they'll be finished tomorrow. If the weather holds up, they will be finished tomorrow. So they got all the poles put in. They got the roof installed. And they got the boards here on the side. And man, this is nice. The official run-in shed is here, and I'm so glad we did this little front area on it. It looks absolutely amazing. I love it. So basically, they just like putting the walls up. And I don't know if you guys remember or not, but where you see the 2x6s, that's gonna be all metal. The front's open, and this is all open. Kind of like, I always call it like they got a front porch. They're just gonna have this covered area in the front that will be open, but those sides will be closed in. So it's plenty of room for them. If you don't remember how big this thing is, it is 16 by 24. So it's almost 400 square foot. So really, 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 really big area, especially for what we have. It's gonna be just absolutely perfect for them. They're gonna be able to get out of the weather. They'll be able to get out of the sun. And also, we're also thinking about, or we're gonna make our pasture, our fencing go into the woods, so the animals will have access to the woods. And if they want to get into the shade there, they can as well. So they'll have all this. We got that pine thicket over there that we're definitely gonna let the cows have. So it's gonna be just absolutely perfect for them. And it won't be long that it's gonna slip up on us and we'll be moving animals. And we really, really will be moving animals. And I can't wait to get them over here to this side of the property where it's just so much bigger space for them. And then things like this, and this, and then of course the wooded area, it's just all gonna work out so, so good. But I'm loving this right here. Absolutely loving it. I'm so glad that we decided to do this. I really, 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 really am. Brant also told me that he has officially has the correct stuff to finish making the barn doors with. So that'll be coming up probably next week. And the barn will be absolutely complete. And it'll be up to us to start building fences and pastures. It's coming soon. Hey Top, guess what? I was coming in here to tell Moody, give him an update on his house. But I see he's back there laying down in the back pasture, taking a nap, and I don't want to wake him up. I don't want to disturb him. So you do me a favor, will you let him know that his house is looking fabulous, and I think it's gonna be ready tomorrow. I really do. Can you do that for me? Just relay that message to him when he gets up. I don't want to wake him up, buddy. Okay? Okay, man. I appreciate you. You're a good boy.